Hello and good morning. This is Traders Club 24. This is your pilot, Christian speaking. I want to start it off with giving you a quick overview of the European stock market. So here on the left there's a CAC, the French stock index. In the middle we have the FTSE, and on the right there's the DAX. And as you can see here on the DAX, we had a great trading or a great trend day yesterday, and the market opened with a gap, and we finally reached the 11,000 points barrier. So let's go over to the left, and you can see on the cake that the market has traded similarly in the trend yesterday, and breaking any resistance line to the top at 4,605 points. So that's good news. There's plenty of room to the upside. However, as you can see on the FTSE chart here on the weekly one, that there is still some resistance ahead at around 7,060 points, respectively 7,122 points. So it's not as clear as the CAC and the DAX. So, but this shouldn't concern us today. We do have the ECB interest rate press release. We do have the ECB press conference following shortly after, and that's always a big market mover if Draghi is speaking. So today can be a very volatile day, but yeah, that wholly depends on Draghi. Okay, so I've enlarged the FTSE chart here on my screen, and you can see that we have a box of just 8.5 points here, which is extremely little. So usually our minimum box should be 10 points here in the FTSE, maximum 15 points or 16 points. But I want to show you how to work with a SwissBox helper, so I'm going to place a trade anyway. Okay, so here's a SwissBox helper, and again the box is very narrow range, but because it looks good, I'm going to place a trade. So let's pull in the lines here into the chart. The red is the sell entry line, and on the top the green, here's the buy entry line. So I'm going to determine our risk of the first position, which is around 10% of our account balance. Perfect, here it is. And we need to adjust it to 0.10% here as well on the top right corner, where our take profit in percent is, which means that the range of the box, in this case 8.8 points, is the same distance where our take profit later on will be. So again, at a distance of 8.5 points here and on the downside as well. So it's 6 minutes to 9 a.m. CET here in Switzerland, and I'm going to activate this order. We are now live, and any movement beyond the green or the red line will trigger our order. So I'll be back for the market impulse later at 9 a.m. Okay, so there was a bit of pre-movement before the market opening, and I had to adjust my box to 11 points. And here's the first impulse, market going down and triggering our sell entry line. So our take profit is below the current price level at 6,893 points. So it's 10 minutes past 9 CET, and we are still in our first trade, short trade, I must say, and we are currently trading at a price of 6,900. So the market has completely changed, and we have now entered our second trade. So our take profit is at 6,927.9 points. So the market has turned again, and we are now in our third trade. Please keep in mind that we entered the market with a position size of 0.4, so 0.4 mini lots here on the MetaTrader. The second trade was tripled, 0.2, and that volume has just been doubled to 2.4. So this is going to be my last trade, as by now if I see that the market will correct to the upside, I'm going to hedge myself by pressing here on this button, and we are going to unlock that hedge at a later point of time, probably today, after the speech of Mario Draghi, or if we have any nice setup with our master template. So I'll be back with some more information. So there's no market movement in our direction, as I'm hearing that the DAX is going higher. I'm going to hedge myself by pressing here on this button, so there won't be any new order, because I don't want to allow myself to go long again with the fourth trade. So by saying we are hedged, that means we have the same volume size of our combined positions on the sell side and on the buy side. So even though the market is still moving, our profit is locked, or in this case our loss is locked at 33.55 euro here on my account. So yeah, I'll be back with the reopening of that hedge later on. See you then. So I'm now going to unlock that hedge by placing a new box here on the current level. So if you are going to have a new low in the market, there's a good chance that the price will break down. If that's not the case and the market will rebound again, it will trigger our buy entry line, and the market, or there's a high chance that the market will go higher again, trading into the range of the previous first 2 hours. And so we are now in our new trade. As you can see here in my terminal, that was our first one. Then we tripled the volume of the second trade. That's the third one. And we doubled the volume of the previous. Then we hedged ourselves. We were flat in the market for a good half an hour. And, or not even half an hour, sorry, just 50 minutes or so. And that's our new trade. So we are long here in the market, and at the blue line, that's where our take profit is. And so I'll be back with more information on that later on. And there we go, just a couple more points to reach our take profit. We are now at 6,909 points, and it's currently 20 minutes before 1 p.m. So yeah, it's time to get out of the trade finally. Took us longer than usual. Okay, that's it for today. We are out of the trade, and yeah, let's see what Mario Draghi and the ECB is going to tell us, or with what things they are going to surprise us later today. I'll speak to you tomorrow, so goodbye.